It's the 31st of December, so 2023 is nearly over, which is really good because I've not enjoyed 2023. There has been some good things though. I'm going to go and grab a bag of logs out the air tunnel, take that up, and then we're going to try and finish some tidying up there because Rob's having a little bit of a housewarming tonight. See the colour of my skin? That's from welding the other day. Caught the welder a little bit, so everyone's looking a bit pale with lack of sunlight. Well, I'm not. Anyway, I'll grab these logs, stick them in the van, and off we go. Keep the logs in the air tunnel, and it keeps them nice and dry, and dries them out as well if they're damp. Yep. Off we go. That looks a lot better, but there is a puddle there. We're obviously up at well, but that's the driveway. Cars fit on it quite easily. Rob's Auntie Barbara's bought him some sandwiches. We're going to do a little bit more brushing, get these bits up. John's just going to tidy up round that barn there with the digger and across here. This yard would have been stunning in its day with these little stones. But they've all sunk, so you can see where they've sunk there. And they've tarmacked over it. And then here, completely sunk. And that's been tarmacked. Something must have come across there, because that's sunk. Possibly one of these drains. Don't know why these are all raised. Now that lump of concrete's higher than that, then that's lower than that, and then that's higher than it all. So we'll take that cover up, see what's going on. This has all sunk round the grid. So the grid's like 4 inches higher than the rest of the yard and completely blocked. So we need to try and work out what's going on. I mean, really, it kind of needs all digging off, which is a shame because these look lovely, but they're just totally impractical and sink when you drive tractors on them. And it really wants then concreting again, doesn't it? So, looks better and tidier now. We'll try and get some of these bits up with the digger. I'm just going to drop the bucket brush back off after I've got a couple of swipes. This, I suppose, is the after picture from yesterday. I'm just going to try and get this grid up now and see what's happening. Try to be 1 spade, but I think it's a 2 spade job. I had it in this corner here. Put that in there. And I got it pretty high. And then that one. See how it's curved? Yeah, well, you just... Oh, nearly. We'll get that in. Oh, not quite. Need 2 hands. That's got to be blocked. There's not a lot coming out of that one, is it? Which will explain why that one by the house over there isn't flowing. So we probably need to get a rod up there. That looks like it comes from that gutter on the house, that manhole on the house drive, and then that's coming from that shed. The nice thing is though, it's not full of water, so wherever it goes that way, I'd guess it's getting away. So this one here that's high up, water's well higher than that grid we've just had up over there, so I don't know which way this outlets, but we might have to suck it out with the vacuum tanker to see what's going on. There's another grid here, isn't there? Maybe that comes into here as well.
Yeah, it does. You can see the outlet for it there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh well, we'll have to watch that because the lid's broken as well. That's better. Probably about 15 years worth of soil and rotted vegetation. John's actually managed to find the yard as well. It's alright, stone under there, isn't it? Right, we kind of got the yard something like-ish. Show you now from over here. So when we came in originally, there's all like window frames there and bits of wood and rubbish. That was all scruffy grass, so we took that out, planing that up. That was the pile of bricks we took out the house. Rob's mates arrived. That was obviously all muddy and dry, not proper dry, so that's sorted. And I'm just going to start now on this corner. Rob's got his mates coming round today for a little bit of a housewarming with it being New Year, but they've all got kids. Just gone to get the Zerions, park in the yard so they can see the Zerion. John's doing a track run later on the 936. I'm just getting these tyres out the garden. Then we're going to scrape all this vegetation off. Couldn't believe there was that many tyres just in that corner. Get rid of them now and then we'll scrape all this up. This is 2023, summed up perfectly in 5 seconds. Looks massive now. We've cleaned all that vegetation and rubbish and tyres up. We'll get all that in the bucket, I think, let it rot down and sift through it. Then put it in a skip, I suppose, what's left. Once the soil's shook out of it and the vegetation's rotted. Just needs them doors sorting, doesn't it, really? John's just mowing the lawn, farmer style. There was an edge in there. Oh, that must be tarmac. It's like, what's that programme where is it Time Team, where they dig stuff up and find new stuff? Sorry, old stuff. Everyone got excited yesterday when I said about dropping the telly from the Merlot, saying it's going to give off gases. Well, I googled it extensively and it turns out that there's a vacuum in a cathode ray TV. So they don't actually explode, they implode because of the vacuum, and there is no harmful gases in them. TVs made after that did have gases in, because they had like plasma and stuff, but a cathode ray apparently is just a vacuum. So satisfying scraping that off the path. We'll move them round the corner. I recognise that sound. There he is. Can he fit through the gate? Yeah. Will it fit under the shed though? Oh, the lights are hanging off the side. No. They say this yard's never seen a tractor that size, but we did come up this way the other week with a sumo. Not a lot of difference in horsepower between that and the 936 though when we dynoed them. Hopefully this is the last bucket full now, out of the garden. It's Rob up there in the bathroom. That's a lot better. Just get a bit of grass seed on it now, bit of warmth, bit of summer, and a hammock from that tree to that pole maybe. I think we need to bring the big digger, pull that tree down before any more of it falls on that roof and damages it any further. You couldn't climb it, you wouldn't want to saw it in case it just crumbles. We get the big digger around the top, we can just kind of pull it over. Back at HQ, John's off now on that charity track run that Ashbrooks have organised. I'm just going to go and show you where Richard's got up to with the building. Right, so that pillar goes here and there'll be a roller shutter door. Then we're going to put some block work in and across to the stairs, and then return it, and then a door there, so that's like a fire escape for upstairs. Then what we can do is we can lift pallets of stuff in, deliveries and things, but then we'll have a set of doors here and a wall, so basically we don't get stuff blowing in as soon as we open the door. Then this will be like a stores and used for all sorts of things, including the merch. This will be kept nice and clean. Window onto the yard. There's the stuff for the underfloor heating. Then doorway into the brew room. The brew room will be basically, there's the yard, so we'll come in here, then door into the brew room, kitchen over there, water pipes against that back wall, big table in the middle, nice window onto the yard. Then you'll go this way, door into what's the Weybridge office. Weybridge office will be a bit of a rectangle, and then we'll have an opening window here to pass notes through, or tickets, and the same here. So if it's raining, you can come in. What basically is going to be the main door, and then we'll have some visitor parking behind that hedge and a path across that grass. So you'll come in, either get your way ticket there or here. Then Richard doesn't know this yet, but them steps can go 2 foot that way. So we did cement them there, but we'll move them 2 foot back. That'll give us another 2 foot upstairs and another 2 foot below them. So below them then, we'll put 2 toilets. We'll put a male and female toilet, one of them wide enough for like sort of disabled access. So they'll be here. Water then goes out to where the kitchen is there as well. Septic tank for the offices is over there, so we'll tap into that. You'll be able to walk forwards then, and there'll be ever so slight corridor, but with a door that's lockable. So basically we can then have that door open so people can come in here, but then they can't access the office unless they need to. But then that'll go into there. So you either into the Weybridge office that way, or this way, then into the brew room there. Then if we ever get like any visits, or don't know what you'd call it, like when young farmers and the likes come to visit, or we need to do training, you can come up these steps, and we'll have, hopefully the camera will adjust and it won't look too dark, maybe not. We're going to have 2 offices here, one in the corner there, 2 windows so we can see out onto the yard, another one here which Wendy will use, and she can move out the house because the office in the house isn't big enough. Then this then will be a big open space that we can put chairs in, either in rows or in a big board table. We'll probably put a little kitchen unit there with running water and something to wash your hands or make a brew. And then that wall there we can make white and probably put a projector up there somewhere, and then you can use it for meetings or anything like that. And then that'll be boxed off anyway, and that'll be like a fire escape. Or you can access it off the office car park and come into here and use this without disturbing anything else at the other end. That's the plan. Now what we've got to do is insulate this. I didn't know whether to use straw now up here, pack it against, let's go here with a bit more light, pack it against in this gap, and then either plasterboard it in or use perspex so you can see it so it looks cool. Don't know. These walls round the back, I'm gonna go and get wet now, aren't I? Let's go outside and see. Put up. So around here now, we can put the straw on edge here, then render it down, and then this is basically the black wall onto the office car park. But we could put a gate there if we wanted to. You can access off this car park into that. So in effect, if you were having a visit in an evening, people could come in, park on this car park and access in there. Then round here, we've obviously got to do something similar, insulate it and render it. But what we'll do is we're going to start along the back first, because there's no windows to mess about with. Get that right. If it works, we'll carry on round. If it doesn't work, we'll give up and we'll try and get some old bricks from the other yards, and we'll do a twin layer and then put the straw in as insulation, but the insulation won't be rendered because that won't be the finish. The problem we've got, we want to get it watertight so that we can work inside and start to move everything out of there into there. But we can't put the windows in really until we've done whatever we're doing on the outside skin, unless we put the windows in temporary, a few screws, bit of spray foam, and then once we've then finished the outside, we unscrew them, cut the spray foam, move them back out and do a more permanent job on them. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet. We'll probably have a try at that back wall first, see how the straw goes before we know. But that is the new building that we've been probably on with now for 18 months. There is no real budget for it. So because of that, we're just doing it as and when we've got a bit of spare time. and then that way then we're not like spending tens of thousands. It's just a little bit here and there every month just to keep it ticking along. But the nice thing is if it stays wet for the next few months, once we've got these up, we can actually work inside and not get wet basically. But yeah, hopefully by the summer we should have the brew room moved over here and the weighbridge all moved over here, and this downstairs certainly finished, if not upstairs as well. But there's a project here happening in this yard. There's obviously where Rob's moved into now, that yard, there's loads of stuff to do there. And then Brook House, there's loads of stuff there, including starting the barns that I've got planning for offices there, because I need to start it, because the planning will run out. I think you only get 2 years on the planning application, and that was summer 18 months ago, so this summer it'll expire, so I need to start on the offices there as well to keep the application done. But there we go, that's what's happening here. Bit of a shed update. Totally changed from what we first started. When we first started, it was coming here, spray was going to park in here, chemical stores either end, weighbridge that end, and no upstairs. But it was just going to be a waste of space. Once we realised that we didn't need to put the sprayer in here, and I managed to buy that spray container thing, which is far better because you just load IBCs into it. So yeah, it's kind of evolved as we've gone along as to what it's going to be. Yeah, there we go. Really quick birthday bumper, not that many on today. We've got Max Jenkins, who's 10, who organised a tractor run and raised organised a tractor run and raised £2,000, which is amazing for a 10-year-old. Well done to you. Jake Beattie is 23, but I think it was on the 4th of December, so happy birthday. Stuart Shepherd is 57. Ryan Webber Edwards is 48. No idea how to pronounce it, but that's how it's spelt. We're up to 55,597, so nearly £55,600. Rob Kemp is 28 and Ronan Finn is 12. Happy birthday everyone on there and anyone else whose birthday it is. Right, now loads of people have been doing like a roundup of the year, which obviously it's the last day of the year today. Now I might do one tomorrow of like the highlights or the lowlights of 2023, but I need your help. I need you to tell me which has been the favourite bits of the videos over the last 12 months, and I'll try and find them and I'll make a bit of a compilation tomorrow of your best bits if I can. So let me know in the comments, and that's all for 2023, and I'll see you tomorrow.